Today on Smackey's Garage, we're working on my 2007 Ski-Doo Renegade. We're going to be adding a LinQ system to the back here so that I can carry gas cans and so I can carry the Ski-Doo LinQ bag on the back. If you're familiar with these sleds, you know there really isn't a lot of storage on them. So let's go ahead and see if we can make this work. Alright, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the Ski-Doo LinQ bag and what I'm going to be adding to my sled. With these sleds, they did have options to have things added to the back here. The older sleds, the Revs, actually had bags that you could get that were kind of tied down and didn't have a nice system that you could clip things on, clip things off. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can make this work. It is going to require some slight adjustments on it because with the style sled, it was never made for a LinQ system. So we are going to have to put holes in it. And I also don't want to take the plastic off the top of my tunnel. So we're going to have to make this work somehow. Okay, so when I put the taillight on the sled, I did have to put a box and LED driver hardware under here to drive this. Without it, the brake lights wouldn't work, this wouldn't work. So with that addition, I need to keep this or I need to relocate this box. So what I think I'm going to initially try to do is try to mount the LinQ system on top of this. And that's going to require me to make some custom parts, which maybe if some people need them, I will have them available if everything works out. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is printing some spacers here that will help lift the LinQ system up above this plate and mount pretty much on this plate. Now, in order to do this, I need to design a bracket that's gonna figure out exactly where these holes are gonna go, because for the LinQ system, you do have to drill 2 holes in your sled to make it work for this here sled. So we gotta figure out where those go. Now, looking up online, the 2 hole locations, center to center, side to side, are about 15 1/4. So I need to be able to line these up pretty much perfectly to make this work. So let's go ahead, grab those parts, and then get them ready to go. So I created the designs in Fusion 360, then I imported them into my H2D, and these are the actual parts that I'm going to be using as templates to line up where the holes need to be drilled. Alright, so I have the parts. Here's what they look like. Each one is a little bracket. It's going to have a little piece here that's flush that's going to be used to line up against this black plate. And then these 1/8" holes are drilled a certain distance away from the edge to hopefully give me 15 1/4 inch. So this hole to this hole when they're placed on there. And I'm actually gonna put a drill bit in each one, and I'm gonna use that to measure essentially center to center and the distance across them just to make sure everything lines up how it's supposed to. So I'm gonna position these just anywhere for now, just trying to get an idea of where the screw holes are going to be, if this is the right length. So I have 2 drill bits in each one. With this I can go and check center to center of these drill bits just to give me a little bit more accurate of a reading. And let's see where we end up. So pretty much at 15 1/4 right on the dot. So these are brackets that do work. Now my intention is to take these, figure out where I want them, and then use these to drill the pilot holes for the LinQ system. Alright, so now we got to figure out exactly the length here. We're just really double checking. I believe it's 15 1/4 inches. So center to center here should be 15 1/4 inches. So that is exactly about 15 1/4 inches. So that is what we're going for. Alright, so I found some locations a little arbitrarily, but these are 9 7/8 of an inch from there, so from there to there. And I marked the same one over here as well. Now my goal is to use this center hole, or this hole on the left that's on the front of the sled, and to put that on that black line. So I'm going to go ahead and tape these into place and then use these holes as guides to drill the first holes. So you can see both of these are ready. Holes are there to be drilled. The other side is all set as well. I can just find out where those holes are by pushing the drill through. But both brackets are completely lined up there. So I guess one last fit check and then time to drill. Okay, so to give you a good idea of how this is going together, I'm essentially making a bracket like this that is going to go in between the LinQ plate here and the bolt or the nut on the bottom. I'm using all the same hardware that came with the LinQ kit. So this is expected to go now into the bottom right here. So this will clamp this on, and then this will actually locate itself here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a through bolt here. So you're going to have a straight bolt from here all the way down. This little bracket here is going to be made from ABS or ASA, so a strong black plastic. It's going to be in compression, and it has this inside of it as well. So I'm not too worried about it breaking, but I'll give you some feedback on it long term on how this goes. And if you're really interested to see how it's doing in the future years, ask me down below in the comments. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and drill the bigger bolt holes for this and then get everything together. Now, one thing I do need to do is I do need to clearance some of this black plastic to give me a little bit more room to get this in, just because it is going to be too tight. So with that, I'm also making a small tool out of plastic right now that I'm going to print, that I can mark exactly where I need to cut it, and then everything should just go together nice and easily. So let's go ahead and drill these holes. Okay, so this is supposed to go under here, then it's going to go to here, so it's going to sit inside of that, and then this is going to sit on top, like that. Let's see, that one's in. We do the same with the next one, then we'll check how it fits. All right, and then we got them both in place. Now everything's tightened down. It's not Loctited yet, but we're gonna see how the bag fits. Look at that, fits absolutely perfectly. All right, so with this, I now have a bag on the back of my sled that I can put and store things in that is easily removable. Now with this setup, all I really have to do is to put it on or off, move this on and off. So if I pull this off, I can just easily lift this up, and now the bag is up in the air. If I drop it down and just put it here and then pull this in, cover this, and now I have a secure bag on the sled. Pretty nice setup, really like it, and it's finally gonna give me some extra storage on the sled that I knew that I was needing. And the nice thing is, after the sled is all set up, it still looks pretty much stock because, you know, with these little spacers here, it's going to set it off just up enough so that it's not coming in contact with anything else, and I can keep this in place. So overall, nice setup, and looking forward to sledding with this. Okay, well, there you have it. I mean, it's a simple mod that really is going to give me the capability of storing more in my sled, which is something that I really need. Makes me able to run without a backpack now. All right, since I haven't been able to get on the sled to test any of these parts yet, I'm gonna make them all available for free online. So if you have a 3D printer, you can print them yourself, or you can find a service to get them to 3D print them for you. I do recommend ABS. So I'm gonna go ahead and link all that in the description below, and you can go ahead and use it as you wish. So I'd really appreciate if anyone gives me some feedback on them to let me know how they're doing before I go ahead and list them on the site, if I decide to list them on the site in the future. Thanks for tuning in this week to Smackey's Garage. I'll see you next time.